Lindsay, and I'm here today with
Tatiana DeMaria.
how's work been so far?
It's been a lot of fun. It's been a walk tour. We've done it a few times. I play in a band called TAT, and I think this is our fourth time doing it. It's only 3 days in, but it's always the same. You know, it's great. The same people who run it, and I love it. Absolutely.
Expectations. What type of music do you consider yourself, like genre-wise?
I would say. What the hell was that? That was brilliant. That was brilliant. That was brilliant. What kind of music do we consider ourselves? Gangster rap with a little bit of psychedelic rock, and I'm totally fucking alternative rock, really, I guess is the best way. It's funny because people always ask you what kind of music you make, and there's only a few categories you can really slot yourself in. So I think alternative rock probably sums it up.
For someone who's new to listening to you guys, what song do you recommend they listen to first?
I would probably say Road to Paradise.
What's your biggest accomplishment so far as a band together?
Wow, that's a good question. We've been very lucky. We've been very, very lucky. I've gotten the chance to tour with a lot of people I grew up listening to, and played great shows with them. That's a tough question. I mean, Warped Tour was a dream to do. We've toured with Alice Cooper, No Effects, Pennywise, Bad Religion. You know, we've had our album come out in Japan. Little things, dreams that you have as a kid. I think just keeping it together this long, really. That's an achievement.
What's the story behind TAT, the name?
Well, we used to be called the Camden Wigs, and I grew up in London. There's an area called Camden, and in time, there were so many bands whose names started with the at the time.
Yeah.
So we thought, all right, we'll look for something different. And our manager at the time, basically, people call me TAT as a nickname, and in England, TAT means an old load of rubbish. So our manager was like, why do people call you TAT? And would laugh at me for it, and in time people just kind of started referring to me as TAT, meaning an old load of rubbish, just because we were laughing about it, and it ended up sticking. And I like it, it's big, it's bold, it's simple, but I never really associated it to my name because of the meaning behind it. Then you come to the US, and a lot of people are like, does that mean tattoo? And I'm like, nah, mate. So it sort of gets lost in translation, and some people, you know, it's a nickname, but it also means a lot of trash. So kind of just blended into what it is.
So you guys
Put like that, yes, absolutely. No, well, I grew up listening to, you know, a lot of punk rock, and the band was initially very punk rock influenced, and you know, so is our spirit and the way we go about things. And you know, I grew up on the diet of Rancid and Clash and Stiff Up Fingers. So being called TAT was like, yeah, punk rock, fuck you. And I was 15 when we founded the band, so you know, it sort of stuck.
Who is your musical inspiration?
I have many. I would say that you know, my top three in doing interviews that I always seem to land on would be The Clash, Tupac, and Michael Jackson. And I think what I love is just great melodies, honesty, skill, passion, dedication, something I can believe, someone I can believe in. And those are all artists I believe in who put their life on their line for their creativity. And you know, who really excelled at what they did. And absolutely, I love all of the records, and I really look up to them and respect them. So I just get a lot of inspiration from that. And I think we all, as human beings, love a bit of everything. Overall, I'd say honesty, great melody, and passion.
What age did your music interest start?
When I fell out of the womb. It's a good question. I don't really remember, but I know that my dad used to take us around on Sundays in his car and play music, and he would play just big pop songs because he loved really epic songs. So we'd just drive around and listen to great music on a Sunday. There was always music playing in the house, but no one makes music in the family other than myself. So I don't know. I just think I was fed a steady diet of good tracks, and I have older siblings who are 10 years older than me, so you know, when they were teenagers, they were the coolest things on earth to me. I was like, oh, I want to be like you. And you know, that was the 90s, so I was fed a diet of Nirvana, and you know, a lot of it, just a lot of different places. That's where it came from.
hard time right now, what would you tell them to brighten their day?
I think masturbating has a pretty solid shot at making you feel a little bit better. It depends. If you're a teenager, I would say this too shall pass. Yeah, there's always tomorrow, always gets better. If you're having a shit day, go listen to some fucking good music. Don't listen to the down shit. Whenever I'm really down and I put some down shit on, I'm like, right, that's it, it's the end of the fucking world. But, you know, put something good on that gives you some energy. That's right, listen to TAT. If you're feeling shit, put my records on.
When can we expect a tour besides World Tour?
Well, I'm trying to get us back in the studio to finish this album. Because the first album I wrote in high school, and we toured the world with it. We did 1,000 shows, and that's a lot for an album. Because we ended up doing it territory by territory, so it's sort of by the time it caught on in the US, we had already burnt out in Europe. So it's an evolution sonically, and I wanted to get it right. So I think what we're probably going to do is we're putting out a track on July the 15th, which is a small step sonically towards a progression. But then over the next 6 to 7 months, we're going to be releasing a track here and there, a video to go with it, which will sort of be bridging the gap. And then and maybe doing little spurts of tours. But really focusing on being in the studio and getting everything together so that next year, when the new album drops in 2016, we'll be on the road all of next year promoting it, and that's when we can really focus on the tour.
So keep checking in. There might be new stuff.
Check us out online too. Come send us naked pictures at tatofficial.com.
Do you get nervous before going on stage?
It depends. It really depends. It depends if I've got someone, if I've got an ex in the stage. It depends if I've got a parent in the stage or if I've got fans in the stage. You know, watching. It really depends on who's in the crowd. It's interesting, but you know, I think you'll hear a lot of musicians say the bigger the crowd, the less nervous they get, because it all sort of blends and it becomes you with yourself. But sometimes I do. It's a bit rare because I think we've played a lot of shows and it's more just about putting on the best show. But yeah, it depends. It's like if you, I don't know, if you bumped into someone that you felt something for, you'd be like, oh man, does my hair look right?
Then if it's someone else's.
Yeah, if you get on stage, you're like, fuck, did they hear that bum note? I'm joking. Not really, no, I don't. I feel like an arsehole saying it, but no, I think I enjoy what I do, so it's always fun to get on stage and deliver.
Most bizarre thing that happened on stage?
Wow, that's a good question. I don't think I'm allowed to say. Alright, well he's not here, so I'm going to respect people's privacy right now. I don't know, I mean there's the standard getting electric shots. I did a stage dive once and landed, this isn't weird, this is just straight painful, but I stage dived and the stage was set up differently every day. So one day the stage was set up exceptionally far from the crowd barrier. So I ran and did a stage dive and landed me first on the barrier, which was really painful. So crowd surfing after that was weird. But aside from that, no, there's this, you know, puking on stage and the random things that happen and things that break and fall and underwear thrown at you and random fans that come and rugby tackle you. But, you know, I mean, it's not... You're making me rack my brains. I don't know. What's the weirdest thing you've heard?
Nothing really. Besides like getting sick on stage or something.
Unless you're Akon and you're punching a bitch in the face, you know, I don't think it's getting too much weirder than that.
Yeah. Any pre-show rituals?
I warm up. I warm my vocals up and maybe have a little stretch.
It's always good.
Yeah, when you're doing a lot of shows, it's good to.
Yeah. What's the hardest part about touring?
I would probably say being away from the people that you love. And I say that because we were on tour for a long, long time. And you know, I'd be in Nebraska and a lot of my friends would be in England hanging out. And when we came off tour, I spent a straight year just going to the movies and going to dinner with my friends because for years I didn't get a chance to do that.
Make up for lost time.
Yeah, I mean, you miss out on a lot and you realize that you're actually playing you are in a different city, your schedule and your life is planned a year in advance. So whether you like it or not, on September the 24th, you're going to be in this city playing this show. And you might not feel like it on September the 24th, which is where the fans come in handy, because you always have new adventures and you realize that you develop the skill of living in the present quite well. But missing out, it's a hard thing to do.
If you could work with any other artists,
wow. That's a good question. I don't know, a lot of the people I've wanted to work with for a long time are dead now.
if they could come back,
They could come back. I would have loved to hang with Joe Strummer. Yeah, I don't know. I would say something like MJ, but I don't think I'd add anything to Michael Jackson. Really. I think I'd just ruin it.
any pet peeves?
Oh, many. Being late.
Being late or people just being late?
Just lateness in general. I'm late all the fucking time. I hate myself for it. Yeah, fuck. I've got a lot of pet peeves and I can't think of a single one right now. I'll get back to you on that.
Alright. What's your favorite song to play live?
Actually a new song called Become What I Deserve, which is a song that will be on the new album. It's not one we really play at Warped Tour. I do acoustic sets as well, so whenever I'm traveling through a city, while we haven't had the new album out, I'll hop on stage in any city that I'm in and just have a jam. And I just really enjoy singing it. It's in a great key to sing. It's something I was very happy to get off my chest as a writer, and I just played an acoustic set here and got to play it. So off the top of my head, I'd say it's probably my favorite song at the moment.
Any last words before we finish up then?
No, just thank you for your time. For anyone who hasn't heard of TAT, feel free to check us out online at tatofficial.com or Tatiana DeMaria.
We'll link all the social media below.
Yeah, that too. No, just it's lovely to meet you and come visit with me.